bit scared now, like.
I'm scared every time I drive it.
So what's this, the original F20?
This is the original box, F20. And then if you look at the gears in there, the state of them.
Stripped all the teeth off?
Aye, just smashed into bits.
Obviously doing a pull at the time?
Oh, aye.
How fast were you going?
Well, it was on a private road, you know.
Oh, yeah, on track or something?
Aye. I don't know, it was flat out.
Was it?
I couldn't tell.
Over a ton?
Aye.
It just, did it lock up or just?
No, it just like, I think it just like sort of put itself into neutral.
Did it?
And then I stopped the car, I thought something fell off it or something, and I just couldn't figure out. And then obviously I looked inside the gearbox and...
What gear were you in at the time?
A bit. It might have been fourth, I think.
Fourth?
I think that's where it makes full boost now, you know.
Fourth
gear. It really starts pulling.
You got boost by gear, like?
No, but for some reason I just didn't think you can make full boost until you get into like fourth.
Right.
I think.
I made a canny job of that, mind. What are you going to do then? Just keep that? Maybe have a go at rebuilding that or something?
Well, it's still got a Quafe LSD in there, you know.
Has it?
I'll take an £800 diff in that. It's in there. But it's all got oil in it now, so it's still alright. I need to take it out. I don't know if I want to put it back in or not.
What, the diff?
It runs alright with it out.
What you got in now, an open diff?
Just standard. Your carved GSI.
Right fellas, welcome back. I've came to see Lewis. This is your third time now doing a video with this car, mate?
This car, right?
This car, and every time it's looked totally different, hasn't it? The first time was it multicoloured? Different panels?
It was multicoloured the first one, and it was primer the second one, wasn't it?
The first one with the Kevlar panels, wasn't it? Kevlar bonnet, doors, boot. Just a lightweight, like. And
then in the second one, it was sort of on its way back to standard.
What wheels did you have on the first video?
I think I had the same wheels on.
Same wheels?
But without the wheel trims.
So, over the winter, you've obviously painted this. Is this the original red of the car?
Carmine red.
Is that what the car was?
The original colour, aye.
Looks well, mind.
But this would have been painted with a 2K paint. And this is base coat and lacquer.
So you've lacquered this?
Aye.
Looks mint.
So it should last a bit longer than... And I used better like primers and things on it.
Right.
So it's a lot better quality paint than what it would have been from new. So it should last a long time now, like.
Looks mint. Favourite colour for an over red, like red or white?
Well, they changed the colour and all, so on the later ones it would have been flame red. I think they stopped making this colour in like 1990.
Did they?
This is like an old school colour, this.
Is it a very similar colour though?
It's similar. I don't think you would notice unless you put the two next to each other.
Right. You've painted the cage as well, haven't you? That wasn't
powder coated that.
Nice colour. Goes with the dash and that, doesn't it?
We matched it with the interior.
Did you?
Powder coated. It was nice. Powder tech. You've done his car, I think.
Oh, Steve?
Steve, aye. He done it for us.
No, it looks well.
Just trying to keep it standard looking. I could have went for a red cage, but I think
I like the grey cage.
Like standard looking, you know.
I like the grey cage. Nice touch that. A lot of people would probably do red, wouldn't they?
Aye. Well, that was one of my first thoughts. Put a red cage in.
No, I like that because it doesn't stand out.
You can't really tell it's got one in, can you?
No.
Like until you look close.
It would stand out the red cage, whereas that kind of blends it in a bit like.
Sort of takes it away from keeping standard looking, doesn't it? Keeping it original.
Looks nice. I like the wheels as well.
It's trying to keep it original looking, but still have the engine and the performance.
So the engine is a C20 LET, isn't it?
Aye.
What power's it putting out now, do you know?
I think it's about 300 horsepower, like.
But you've never had it rolling loaded?
But from the spec and stuff, it's got to be around there. It's got to be somewhere close. Might be a little bit less, I'm not sure, but it's somewhere around that, like.
Go and pop the bonnet and have a look. Aye. You were saying you want rid of these as well, don't you? You want this to the bonnet.
I'll have to change the front panel and that, because I've done away with the latch and everything. I want to change the manifold for the exhaust. I want to get rid of all these boost pipes and stuff.
What do you want to get rid of them for? What you want to?
Just to make it neater. It's alright as it is, but it can be done a lot neater. Like I think this is where the main focus is on this now.
Would you not do like these, like a wrinkle black or something, just to try and maybe?
They would look nice, but I've always been a fan of just polished engine.
Have you?
Me, aye. I think it's big in like Fords, innit? They love all that.
What, polished?
Aye.
Maybe it's years ago, not so much now.
Aye.
Everyone's standard now with Ford stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's where the money is now.
I like them polished, like looks clean, doesn't it? It would look nice black to make it standard looking like a game.
No, it looks nice under here though.
I want to change the exhaust manifold.
Why?
I would love to put you on them sidewinders.
What's that?
Where they come off and they come to one side, and you could put like a turbo up here.
Oh right,
That's what I would really like to have.
And because you've put a charge cooler on since we last done it, haven't you? So it used to be an intercooler.
Oh, it's running a lot better with that on, I think. Like.
But if you've done that, where would you have to go back with an intercooler?
No, I've seen them done, but it's starting to get limited with space. I want to move the brake servo. Another thing what people do is they take the brake servo, they move the battery, and you can use a Corsa B brake servo, what fits in there.
Where your battery is?
The pedal guns through into the car for the brake.
Right.
The pedal's mounted on the back. So that would get rid of that.
Like the brakes are pretty poor on and over, like the feel, isn't it? Is that the reason? Because obviously your brake pedal's there, then you'll have a bar going across, won't you, to press your brake servo this side.
Aye, that's it, aye. That'll probably improve it.
Aye, will do, aye, will do.
My
I would
main
imagine.
reason's for space, like, I want to just make more space.
It's a smart engine bay, isn't it?
It needs different management on it, so we'll get rid of the distributor.
What management's it on? Just the standard?
It's just on
Vauxhall
standard.
stuff?
It's a Bosch Motronic, it's called.
So do you want to go to like SimTech?
A lot of people are using DTA.
DTA?
You can use Bluetooth on it and that.
Can you?
So, you know, instead of me having gauges in the car to check like boost pressures and stuff like that, you just Bluetooth it to like a laptop or a tablet or something.
Oh, right.
So I wouldn't have to have any gauges, I would have half the wiring. It's a lot neater.
And how much is that?
It's probably at least £1,000, I would have
Is it?
thought. Like, you've got to get a loom made and I'll have to price it up, but that's one of the next things for this.
Would you make a loom yourself or just buy one?
I didn't think I would make. I wouldn't. Might be a bit too tricky for me, I think. I'm not sure.
I bet it's not that hard to make a loom. Like, I've never done it.
It's probably not, but...
But then, you know what puts us off? You think with the prices, like you buy all the wires and you go buy all this like the sheath and stuff for the outside, it's probably just as cheap.
I think I would have to get it, all the kit, and then have a look. And if I think I can attempt it, I'll have a go. If it looks too complicated, I'd probably just...
let someone else do it.
Aye. But I want management on it, like, that's the next stage, I think, now. Different management. Just try and tidy the engine bay up a bit.
It doesn't look untidy. Have you painted the engine bay since you painted the outside?
No, I've done it 4 years ago now.
So this was red last time we've done the videos?
But this was all took to bare metal and all. Engine bay,
was it?
Bare metal, the whole car, inside and outside.
What'd you do? Just with a wire brush?
Just use sand, and a wire brush, a wire wheel on a grinder, a knotted wire wheel and sander with sanding discs.
And just hard work?
Just loads of elbow grease.
How long did it take you? Hours?
It took like every weekend for like ages.
Did it? Every weekend for ages?
One bit at a time, aye. Even like the underneath of the bonnet was bare metal, like everything was bare metal on this. So underneath all this paintwork, there's nothing but like just fresh. There's proper anti-corrosion primer on it and everything. But the bumper as well, see these normally have a textured finish in them like that. But with these getting painted all the time over the course of like 30 years, they normally, this finish comes out and they look like the wing, where it's like a full gloss finish.
Right.
So I actually put the texture back in, and I had to trim all of this for the charge cooler to fit, and the fan as well.
Have you bought a new bumper?
Aye, new bumper. Well, I
it was
had
all
spares,
put out, wasn't
I
it?
keep loads of spares. I've got loads of spares, like.
So this is a Mark 1 bumper, isn't it? Like a GTA bumper.
But modified for the charge cooler to fit the radiator and the fan, which is, look how tight that is.
Oh no, it's a nice fit that.
You couldn't cut it any closer.
Nah.
Like.
It's exactly in the middle
Nice
as well, isn't it?
Little curve around there. But then to modify the bumper like that and to put the textured finish back in, I'm just happy with it.
Aye, no, it looks mint. Have you done the back bumper the same kind of?
Same. But you never see many of them that have got the texture in. It always gets like painted
Smooth.
out. Aye.
No, it does. It looks nice.
So it's still like, it looks original. I put the grey back on the bottom.
Is that just a rattle can?
Aye, but you buy a proper kit for it.
Yeah.
It's proper bumper, like restoration stuff.
Because I want to do the plastics inside me SAPH. Got a SAPH Cosy, and the plastics are a bit, on the interior they're a bit tight, just worn, do you know what I mean? 30-year-old boots kicked off them and stuff that would do with it.
Well, we're actually making a video next about painting this, and you'll see where I actually use this stuff. So you'll get like a sort of a demonstration of how it works.
I'll have to have a look.
Another thing is the smaller number plate, just to get more airflow in there.
Obviously that's just for short, isn't it?
No, it's not allowed. I would never ever drive on the road for that. For obvious reasons.
Should we go for driving it?
Aye.
I will.
Aye.
Scare the shite out of us.
Again.
Remember the first time we came out in this one, it absolutely scared the life out of us. We shot across 2 lanes or something, didn't we? Look at this. I've just noticed this when we got in the car as well. Someone made this for you, didn't they? A little model of his car. You see he sells these a lot, doesn't he? I'll leave a link below if I can find them. How cool is that though? How much do you say they are? 25 quid?
I think they're 25 quid.
For now, innit?
But he makes them personalised to like whatever your normal looks like.
Put your little reg plates in now on. Is that straight through exhaust?
It's got it's still got like one silencer in it.
Has it?
Aye, it's
Loud.
surprising how loud it is, like, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. Nearly killed a pigeon.
Bit of torque steer there, like.
So you're on an open diff now, you haven't got an LSD in?
Aye.
Because obviously you blew that gearbox up.
I think, I don't know if I prefer it, like.
What with the open diff?
A lot of people say you should put them diffs in, but I don't know, I've heard bad stories about them as well. Because sometimes you would be driving it and it would just pull really aggressive to one side.
What with the LSD in?
Aye, and I think now it's just, it seems a bit more controllable, I think.
A bit more drivable.
Aye. I don't know, see, I don't really know what the difference is, but from
Yeah, from your experience, it's
my
your car,
experience
innit?
driving it, I think it's better.
Aye.
Do you think you could daily this then?
Hey?
Would you daily this?
I could if you change the exhaust.
Ah, it's too loud.
Aye, it is.
Sorry for a toy, but it's a bit much when you use it every day.
Aye. Do you know what it is? I'm saying I could, but after having mine over, I really didn't enjoy driving it. I used to like looking at it.
I like the suspension on this one. Like.
Smooth. I think a Nova makes a better passenger car than a driver's car.
Aye. They're not very nice to drive, are they?
No.
Compared to other cars from the same time.
Like
they're not,
Saps and that.
Aye, they're not that good, like.
Do you know what always bugged me with my Nova? The steering wheel being off centre.
Aye.
That's all I would keep thinking when I was driving it. I wish this fucking steering wheel was in the middle.
The other thing is as well, when you've got your foot on the clutch pedal, if you've got your foot a little bit too high up, when you put the clutch all the way down and you turn the steering, you can feel the steering column.
On your boot, on your shoe.
Aye.
Jesus Christ. Tell you what, that gearbox is doing well to hold on to mine.
Its days are numbered, I think. Like.
Have you got another one ready to go in?
Nah.
What clutch are you on?
Standard
F20 clutch?
Carve GSI clutch.
Aye.
It starts to slip, like.
Does it? But when you get up like fourth?
I think when you get into fourth, it starts slipping. But that's the charge cooler temperatures. See the red?
Aye.
That's the inlet temperature now, 25 degrees.
You were saying when you had an intercooler, your inlet temperature was about 40, 50?
It was in the 40s to 50s.
And now it's 20...
25.9.
25.9.
The blue is the...
I like how you've got it in your radio, mine.
It's just hidden in it, keep it standard looking. The blue is the under bonnet temperature. I've got a sensor in the engine bay.
Right.
That's the temperature in the engine. So it's probably 20 degrees outside now. 25.9 degree charge temperature in the engine.
Then this is your boost.
Boost, aye.
There would originally there have been a clock, wouldn't there?
That's the time, aye.
The clock, aye. What's this then behind your vent?
That's a wide band for air and fuel ratio.
So you can see if it's running lean or anything like that?
Aye. Everything just hidden away a little bit.
Aye. Must have took some time to put all them in there.
Did I?
Does that radio work?
Nah.
Is that just for sure then?
I've got 3 of them and they never work. They're really hard to find a working one and you cannot repair them.
Is that like a standard Nova thing?
That's an original Nova GEA radio.
Is it?
But because it didn't work, but I wanted the dashboard to still look standard, I was just
chopped it up.
Made some use of it.
Aye.
Just put the gauges in there.
Got a bit scared there, like.
I'm scared every time I drive it.
Does it still scare you, this?
It's horrible.
And you want to put more power in it?
Do you know what the worst thing is? I'm the one who put it together.
You know where you took shortcuts?
I'm telling you that. It's held up to plenty of abuse, this man. It'll pull up here, that.
Go on then. Nice. Alright, there we go.
It'll just keep going.
I will. The changes get you hard as well, doesn't it?
Fast as well.
Aye.
I made a gear linkage and that for it, you know.
Did ya?
Made it myself.
Let's do well that gearbox and hold up like. Right, cheers for that, mate. If you want to see more of Lewi's stuff, like I say, he's got a YouTube channel. I'll leave that link below. Have you got Instagram as well?
I've got Instagram. We haven't really put much on there yet, but well, not this often. We're busy uploading things and.
Alright, well, I'll leave all the links below, fellas. I'll also leave a link to my Instagram. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Spot on, mate.
Cheers.
Spot on.